morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liga Kenobi. And before we get started, I'd like guys, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, the Starfleet Academy, it got roasted by Critical Drinker, by Neurotic himself, with a Spock action figure on top of his chair. But they're not the only one. They're not the only ones. No, they're not the only ones. We got this right here. Star Trek Fleet Academy viewership crushed by William Shatner serial ad about fiber. Oh, it was written by Marv. So shout out to Marv. So let's take a read at this article, man. Oh, brother, this should be fun. The collapse of Star Trek Fleet Academy is no longer theatrical. It is now measurable across platforms, formats, and audiences as the original captain himself, William Shatner, has outperformed it by talking about the importance of fiber. Let's listen to this video and see what happened here.
Fiber in its various forms, and of course Kellogg's cereals, it's an absolute necessity for good health. And the more I think about it, the more important it becomes to me. And that old adage that your health, there's nothing better for you than your health. I know firsthand how health is so important. It's even a cliche to say so important. It's of the utmost importance in your life. If you don't have health, you don't have love, you don't have ease, you're permanently disturbed. With health, equanimity, love, and you can appreciate everything and everybody around you.
Oh, brother. After being humiliated by a neurotic live stream featuring nothing more than a plastic Spock action figure, Paramount's latest Star Trek series has now been outperformed by something even more damning, a Kellogg's cereal advertisement featuring William Shatner. This is no longer about the critics or reviews, it's about mass cultural rejection. Earlier this week, William Shatner, the original Captain James C. Kirk, shared a sponsored Kellogg's post on X explaining why he had recently been photographed eating cereal in his car. The answer was simple: fiber. So, the post was lighthearted, wholesome, and had nothing to do with modern Star Trek. And it still outperformed by 9-day total of Paramount's new flagship series. As of this writing, Shatner's Kellogg's post on X has generated 318 views, 10,000 likes, and 1,000 reposts. That engagement now exceeds the small performance of Starfleet Academy's free YouTube premiere. In a clear attempt to manufacture interest, Paramount released the premiere episode of Star Trek Fleet Academy free on YouTube. The results were catastrophic. So, this was a week ago, that this had 8,000 likes and 27,000 dislikes with 218,000 views, and that was in 9 days. See, this is 9 days. As of this writing, the official YouTube premiere stands at 218,000 views, 8,000 likes, and 27,000 dislikes. Sheesh. That more than simple indifference is overwhelming mass rejection. The dislikes outnumber the likes by more than 3-to-1, ratio rarely seen on major studio releases, tied to legacy intellectual property. The failure was not confined to YouTube. On Paramount Plus, Star Trek Fleet Academy debuted at only number 3 on the platform's internal streaming charts, an underwhelming start for a flagship franchise launch. The situation deteriorated rapidly. Within 4 days of its debut, it fell completely out of the Paramount Plus top 10. There was no rebound or sustained interest generated through the word of mouth. Instead, it simply vanished. Yeah, because the show sucked. It did not represent Star Trek. Taken together, the data paints a clear picture. Audiences are not rejecting Star Trek as a concept, they're rejecting Kurtzman era Star Trek specifically. A plastic Spock action figure live stream, multiple YouTube critics, and a Kellogg's cereal ad about the digestive health all outperformed Paramount's modern Star Trek offering. Meanwhile, William Shatner, a symbol of classic Star Trek, continues to command mass cultural attention effortlessly, while new characters and actors fail to generate organic interest. Hollywood has insisted that the future of Star Trek lies in new characters, new audiences, and a redefined identity. The numbers says otherwise. When a cereal ad featuring William Shatner discussing fiber generates more positive engagement than a free Star Trek premiere, the verdict is unavoidable: the audience rejection. So the final verdict: Star Trek for the Academy has now been outperformed by a Spock action figure, multiple independent YouTube creators, and William Shatner's Kellogg's cereal advertisement. At some point, denial stops being an option. The audience has spoken and is no longer listening to modern Kurtzman Star Trek. Hey, look. I feel sorry for these actors that are in this show. They should have known what they were going to get themselves into. Well, maybe they don't give a damn. But Kurtzman, man, he needs to get the hell out of there, man. He needs to stop doing Star Trek shows. What he needs to do is, if he wants the Star Trek shows to succeed, he needs to start listening to the fans. That's what he needs to do. Start listening to the fans and go with it. But if he doesn't want to do that, that's why Star Trek fans are going to keep on roasting it. And that's what's going to keep happening. So that's going to be it. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? So please, by all means, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.